All right, here we go. Open this. Live. There we go. God damn. No, what the fuck? Why is I just copied that shit? Holy fuck. All right. Copy link. Make sure. All right. Yo, what's up, Dan? How you doing? Once we get like one or two more people in here, we'll begin. But this, I'll say it like this: this last 2 days, we had some developments I was not expecting. So I suppose it's mildly interesting. I never thought I'd be back here already doing yet another live stream on yet another slideshow fucking locale. But you know, here we are. All right. Start posting this places. The hell? Okay. We'll get to this video right here. We'll get to this in a second. But I think it's important at least give a little bit of context to why we're here. All right, so few you know, I've had my history with the slideshow CC, but a name I heard for the first time in God knows how many years I had heard was an old fucking locale by the name of TheOrionBroadcast. And he decided that after all this time, and it's not just, this video, and for reference, these people like Some Call Me Duckman. Last I checked, I don't think that guy's even making videos anymore. And he's still obsessed over what was it? Confused Matthews. His Lion King review, I believe. And for context, this man was a laughing stock of the community. Now I'm here yet again as an outsider. This guy was a laughing stock around the slideshow CC in 2014. And guys like a former commentator by the name of, he's unlike this guy, he's done nothing this pathetic. So, big ups to Ernie. But Illinois Guy 34, fucking also former commentator, one of the people who I believe got on him during this whole time period. And this little fucking spastic comes back like a few weeks ago, 8 years later after the initial whatever you want to call it. And while the video is deleted, I still have it, and we're gonna play it. And you could be asking me right now, "Oh, why are you gonna play a video if he deleted?" I'm like, because he still has stuff up. And if you watch any of these videos, a bunch of these, because I've watched a few of these, the calm down, cop out, grow up, it's in the past, it's just a joke, the opinion. These all pertain to that drama from 8 fucking years ago. Watch any of them. Like, I believe he brought it up in this one. He brought it up in You Hypocrite. And first off, I'll play a little bit of this one. You'll notice right off the bat, this guy cannot...
hypocritically wanting people to respect all my opinions,
Huh.
but I don't really go around demanding that others respect my opinions like my abusers did to me for a toxic reviewer's misguided hatred for a Disney movie. Sometimes my critics mistook my bad communication for hypocrisy, as in how Dark Master Rises thought...
See, there it is. He brings him up right there. He can't make a simple video talking about an argument he dislikes without bringing up some fucking loser or some fucking dude that said mean words to him a few years ago. Dude, you need to grow a spine. Holy fucking shit. And so this is why, you know, I'm bringing up this video. Because unlike him, Ernie's been long past this shit. He hasn't been involved in this shit. He didn't even know about this, I believe, until I mentioned it to him. And that brings us to the reason I decided to do this. Because if you think... But, you know, let's... Actually, you know what? Let's see what he had to say about... Good fucking lord, this man's still out here making 12-minute videos on 11-year-old fucking reviews on The Lion King he disagrees with. Good fucking lord. What is this? Let's see this.
Thing. Oh no, this isn't going to be another Lion King review, is it? Well, no, The Incredibles wasn't that bad. In fact, I want to repeat that for all the Incredibles fans out there. The Incredibles wasn't that...
What is this description? Okay. You don't lead people by hitting them over the head. That's assault, not leadership. Then why the fuck This is my montage of the times in which Daniel Warren, a.k.a. Confused Matthew, brought up The Lion King in his non-Lion King review that was made by a longtime CM fan and his CM Archive channel. Thanks to Confused Matthew Archive, I was able to obtain all his non-The Lion King reviews. Wait. From November 2008 to August 2014, he brought up The Lion King in his reviews, the following unrelated movies. Why do you care? For all you know, he could be using it as a fucking analogy. And again, fucking 8 years ago. Dude, there's no fucking way. Holy shit. All right. Now, let's see where he goes with this. Let's see how long I can sit through this.
Bad. This review is going to be very different every review I've done so far. Usually, I only review films where every element has a problem that goes to the core of what makes it work until the film is left...
Okay, what's the issue with bringing it up there? From what it seems like, it's just an example of a point he's trying to make about how he only covers films that are generally flawed to their very core. If he thinks The Lion King is flawed to its core, unless you have counter arguments as to why that's not true, shut the fuck up. Nobody cares.
Totally unsalvageable. But that isn't the case here. So after this, we cut to a scene of Elastigirl being called down to a school, and we are...
Unrelated? How is that unrelated? It's very clear how that's related. He's talking about the sort of thing he usually covers, and I guess The Lion King is his best example. At least that first example is already stupid.
We are then introduced to Dash. I liked this character too. Hang on, some of you may be saying at this point. Isn't Dash an obstinate little brat who isn't listening to anyone and putting tacks in his teacher's chair like an asshole? Aren't those the kinds of qualities that you despised so much in the character Simba? No, absolutely not, and I'll tell you why. Just like Mr. Incredible's clinical depression at work, Dash's behavior is not intrinsic, it's circumstantial. His circumstances are causing him to act out in ways that he otherwise wouldn't. Dash is like an animal that's left in a cage all day.
No, I wouldn't say confused Matthew is a loon. He's just, unless there's other context I don't know about him. At worst, he just references the Lion King too much. At that point, just laugh at him then and just move on with it. Why the fuck are you still hung up on this 8 years later? Are you that obsessed with fucking... Are you that obsessed with a fucking... How many year old Disney movie again? I forget when the Lion King came out. Let me go. Let me check. Okay, 1994. How I forgot that is beyond me. Yeah, no, we're gonna get nowhere.
What he needs is a good outlet, and he wants a good outlet. He wants to act out in a positive way by going out for sports. He just can't, because unfortunately for all of them, the world is keeping the superheroes down at this point. Dash is a genuinely good kid.
So this is just... yeah, no, I can't sit through that. Fandom conservatism, nostalgia blind prequel hate. Good lord. What the hell? Nostalgic unreality. Annoying oh, this one's definitely gonna be important to to the video in question.
Hi, and welcome to a rant in my annoying cop-out series in which I cover...
Okay, I mentioned this already, but good lord, this dude needs to learn how to audio balance. Holy shit. Also, Raz, what's good, man? Yeah, that's a pretty accurate statement. Not much. Just, doing what I said I was going to do yesterday. I think the one video I have has slightly better audio quality.
Discussion stoppers that really grate on me. In this video, I'll discuss an infamous doozy that has plagued me since I was a kid in the 1990s, which is Get Over It, going by other names like Let It Go, Forget About It, Move On, Quit Hanging On.
Because 9 times out of 10, it's not healthy to hold on to particularly small issues for this long. Now you're good, bro. It happens.
And deal with it. This retort is abusive, cruel.
How is it abusive?
Dismissive, minimizing, and rude, since it basically means your feelings don't matter.
It depends on the context, like most things. Like if some fucking if some loser, I don't know, let's say 10 years ago said I'm like jokingly, let's say I'm in a similar situation to TheOrionBroadcast, where I don't know, maybe I made, a few stupid takes, obsessed over some fictional media, whatever. And some guy called me, and some dude said it's like stop being a little faggot or something like that. And I'm still upset. If I'm still obsessed over that 10 years later, then yes, I would need to get over it. Like you need to get over, because from what I know, what was said to you was far less than that.
Thus invalidating the other person for their real feelings and making those same...
You're just going to keep repeating that, aren't you?
...it often uncaring and controlling assholes.
Those saying it uncaring and controlling. You don't know what those words mean, do you? You really don't know what those fucking words mean. If someone's telling you to get over it, 9 times out of 10, they're trying to tell you to move on for your own sake. Because it's not healthy to keep obsessing over this stuff. Also, it's the sign of a lack of maturity, but that's a whole other thing.
And worse yet, people can even tell themselves to get over their own issues and invalidate their own feelings, which is an emotionally self-destructive thing I'm very guilty of. Sometimes people tell others to get over it and let it go with good intentions, but more often it's a manipulation.
More often, how do you know? How do you know? Oh, hey, Dan, what's up?
Not much. So, I present you Orion.
Yeah, I only remembered the name. I was like, at first I was thinking, I'm like, who the fuck is TheOrionBroadcast when y'all was talking about him, Blaze's server. Then I remember, oh yeah, Slayer never shut up about him.
Yeah.
Like, every word out of his mouth was something TheOrionBroadcast. But wow, I'm impressed actually. Holy shit.
Yep.
Silencing tactic, ordering the other
Silent. He's just throwing every word out there he can.
This is a translation of I
At
can't
its
take
finest. Holy
I
crap.
can't take criticism. You have to tell me I'm right or else I'll read.
Please, I'd love to see him destroy his vocal cords screaming at someone.
Oh, about that. I might have an old video somewhere. Hold up.
I mean, I have the video you sent me here. I was gonna boost the audio in Vegas, but I'm not wasting that storage on something so stupid. And weirdly enough, I think the video you sent me somehow has better audio balancing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how did your shit get worse 8 years later? It's like, what were you doing in that time span?
I don't know. Still, I don't get the feeling that he's been holding onto this petty grudge for so long. But here's if you want him reading, this is what he does. It's in a private chat.
See. Private chat. Let me take a look at this. Yeah. All right.
You call me stupid and say I'm not bright, evil broset! You
What?
are a liar! And that is slander! I am very intelligent, highly educated. And
Oh, I think I
very
remember
crazy for
this.
being stupid.
Yeah.
Calm down, little boy.
I'm blocking you for telling me to calm down and calling me a little boy. I don't get that one part whether you like Ty or not because Evil brought his outright line through his teeth about my intelligence.
You know what would be a plot twist if by some miracle Evil Broseph also just came back just to troll him again.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. Fucking hell. That's also, he has like so many of these quote unquote annoying cop outs. And as I mentioned before, like if you look at like 3 or 4 of them, they all pertain to his grudge.
Of course. I mean, he just like. Do I like the Lion King? Yeah, but I'm not gonna hold it on a pedestal.
I mean, if you're that, I mean, being attached to a piece of media is not inherently bad, but being this obsessed about it over of what, a shitty review from over 11 years ago.
Yeah.
I remember I was talking to Ernie about that. He's like, no, the video is like 11 years old. And I'm like, you're fucking kidding me. 11 fucking.
other person to change how they feel when they simply can't. I was told
When they simply can't. No, that's a mentality thing, you dumbass. You can't. No, you don't want to.
The sad thing is, he refuses to this day.
The thing is, I can't even. It's not even like with people in my own generation where I can say it's like, what is it? No, this guy's 39.
Yep.
Wow.
for certain feelings I had since I grew up in the 1990s. In the late 1990s in particular, I was told to get over my various dislikes, which my late foster mother / guardian called fanaticisms, such as my embarrassment to take my own shirt off in public, which she called the breast thing, and my contempt for Star Wars as it was before The Phantom Menace. The time I had my Orion 2 spaceship model and concept taken away to force me to get over my...
What?
Yeah, apparently he has this huge grudge against Star Wars.
No, he's talking about a time he had a toy taken away. Are you kidding me?
Again, nearly 40.
Well, yeah, no, I can tell. Holy.
My hatred for the X-Wings in 1999 was a good example of telling me to get over my feelings, and yes, it only worsened my contempt for Star Wars.
It only worsened your contempt from Star Wars because you held on to a fucking childish dislike into your adult age? Or your adult years?
Like, I mean, I didn't like broccoli when I was little, but I at least got over my dislike.
I wouldn't put... Now I'll at least put lettuce on my burgers and shit. I didn't hold on to that. That's like the one thing you could point to me that I'm still a bit of a picky eater, just not as much as I used to be.
Yeah. But knowing him, he'll probably, if he ever sees, let's say if he didn't like green beans, and if he sees green beans on a plate, he'd probably throw the plant on the ground.
Well, here's what I'm going to do in that case. I'm going to knock on his door, just burst in his home, and just start shoving green beans down his throat.
Oh, God. You are
It's
so
time to
evil.
clean up your diet, fat ass.
Oh, jeez.
I've told myself to get over certain dislikes I've had since the 1990s when I didn't heed my foster brother's warning to avoid Star Wars and just stick with Star Trek out of the two. The worst case of this has been often telling myself to get over my anger at the scene in which the Colo Clawfish got eaten to save the bongo in Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, which divided me against myself on a reminiscence bump in a...
What?
More fucking media shit. Do you...
He does this a lot.
I can tell. Well, you got to remember, outside of like hearing jokes about the guy, this is my first time encountering this guy, and you know, the closest I've seen to this is like fucking Sonic Shadow. And you know, for once I can say I found someone pettier than him. Holy
I mean, Sonic
shit.
Shadow's like pretty young, so it's kind of
No, Sonic
understandable.
Shadow's my age. Sonic Shadow's 21. I think he's like 20. I'm 21.
Okay, so all right, 20 years old. That's still pretty
That's
young.
young, but there's certain things that someone at that age really shouldn't be doing anymore. Like, you know,
Right.
still bitching about hard work.
Yeah, but this guy, nearly 40 years old, and
You know, I kind of wonder if he thinks the same thing about eating healthy that Sonic Shadow does. Because I don't know if you read his channel description. It's genuinely the funniest thing.
oh boy, I'll check it out for myself.
No, because it says in there, I like eating unhealthy food. Shut up. It's still good food.
What the?
And I'll admit my diet's not the most healthy. Granted, I lost fucking 30 pounds, but that's only because I started eating where my actual, like, you know, daily calorie intake should be around, which, you know, most people in America, for a lack of better terms, are eating. That's why obesity's become such a problem here. It's genuinely worrying. Anyway.
Kirk versus Picard fashion at Star Trek Generations. The latest and worst case of me being told to get over it was years of online abuse to shove more of the same old
Years.
derived confused Matthew apologetics drama in my face starting 2 months before SG-12 was retired with CS Bob 447's now deleted February 8th, 2013 one-shot commentary on me.
Oh, over what?
A one shot.
Oh, one. Look, I think one shots are usually stupid, but
I think
oh, one shot 3 years ago. No, fucking no, 9 years. No, eight. Wait, no, 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
2013.
Yeah, apparently, I think David started the whole. I think David started the one shot, and that's where the ball kept rolling.
Who the fuck is David?
CS Bob, 449.
Again, these people are not people I'd know of.
Hmm.
Where was I?
When I stated how Confused Matthews fans abuse people who critique that reviewer, CS Bob brought up how many years ago that Lion King review was posted as to tell me to let it go while continuing to do the same behavior.
He's not wrong.
That upset me. My critics telling me to let it go with Confused Matthew was downright hypocritical, since Dark Master Rises refused to let go of the fact that I didn't respect Confused Matthew's opinion he liked.
He wouldn't let go of it. In what regard? What, did he just keep making like a video or two? Like, how many videos did he make on him? It doesn't. If I had to guess, it probably wasn't as many as he's making it out to be.
I don't know. Maybe he's just. I don't know. Maybe he's just over exaggerating as usual.
I wouldn't be surprised. That's the problem with this sort of thing. It's like a lot of this context has been lost to time. Like all the stuff with Ernie. Like I can't really fact check any of that because fucking most of that stuff's been. I'm pretty sure Ernie has all of his commentaries privated.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't take anything he's saying at face value.
As to manipulate Evil Broseph and others to dogpile me to the point of
Manipulate. Oh, what is he? Some fucking evil mastermind just rubbing his hands together, something like that, laughing like fucking Skeletor. Shut the hell up.
For all I know, Duckman's probably a troll.
It wouldn't surprise me because this dude takes fucking troll bait so easily.
dropping out of college. It took until 2018 for that bandwagon to finally end, but by then the devastation had long since been done. Anyone who's the first to say any variant of get over it always loses the argument every single time, since it terminates.
In whose book?
Apparently his.
Well, I mean, his opinion doesn't. Well, much like Confused Matthew with his opinion doesn't mean too much to me. So,
right, it's like, okay. I mean, I remember in the past that Confused Matthew's review of Lion King was bullshit, but it's like, okay, well, he's just a shit reviewer. Move on.
It's like, why don't fucking it'd be like, well, to be fair, like there's certain people, like if I were to what's an example? It's like why I fucking, when I made the one video I did on Transformers figure reviewers, I just made a general video talking about how it's like oh, why do you care? I'm like, these guys just fucking sit here and make the same content, and you're not gonna get anywhere doing that. And they, especially when you can't even be bothered to edit your footage, so where I don't have to hear you stumbling over your words. I stutter. I definitely stumble over my words. Probably heard it a few times here. That's why my videos, I edit it out.
Yeah.
The discussion, sometimes even before it begins. Instead of telling someone to get over.
So you're gonna so what? You disregard the entire. I mean, by that logic, what am I supposed to think of that? That you're willing to disregard the entire person's argument just for using a select set of words?
No, anything similar to those words. Apparently, he has a right to hold a grudge against Confused Matthew in Super Godzilla 12.
I mean, maybe. Again, I don't know what they did to him.
No,
it's
apparently
like,
they critiqued. Apparently, they critiqued Lion King and especially Kid Simba, and then he got up in arms about it.
I mean, I get it. It's like if you were to whine about Kid Simba too much, I'm like, well, he's a child in a frankly spoiled circumstance, so he's gonna act like a spoiled child until that's stripped away from him.
Yes, considering he's like the prince.
Yeah, he's a literal prince.
And then I mean, yeah, they're really shit reviews, but it's like I think he's acting like Super Godzilla 12 and Confused Matthew are pretty much tying Kid Simba to a rocket and trying to like launch it so Kid Simba would die.
Mm-hmm.
Like what the
Yeah,
fuck?
no, it'd be like bitching about like early Saiyan saga to like uh late Android saga Vegeta for acting like a fucking entitled douchebag. It's like it's partially the way he's raised and the fact that he has that, generally speaking, he has a high power level that nobody can really challenge
Yeah, plus
until that
plus
is shattered for him on a number of occasions.
oh God forbid,
Or
God forbid character development.
yeah, no. It's why, I'll probably have Sonic Shadow seething at me for saying this. It's why I keep saying Vegeta's a better character than Goku. Because he's had development that Goku hasn't in years.
Fair.
Anyway, that's that one. What else do we got here? This one, I'm not sitting through the free speech one again. It's just him mistaking free speech with the First Amendment when they're not the same thing.
Contrary to popular belief.
Like whining about free speech absolutism. He's like, oh, like, I think he said something to the effect of it's like, oh, people that you challenge their ideologies. Censoring them does nothing to disprove it. But go on, be a pussy, I guess. Oh, of course, get over it and calm down. I feel like that'd just be making the same video twice.
No, he's made this keep looking up because it's the same thing all over again. Look,
it's boring.
Cop-outs.
Yeah, it's boring. You know what? Yeah, I am going to use that excuse. Your whole channel's boring.
Oh, and actually,
it's in the past. It's just a joke. You're overreacting.
It's just fiction, tone policing. It's boring. Get over it. Just block evading responses. Just because you block someone doesn't mean. Just because you block someone doesn't mean that they won't make a video on you.
Wait, block evading responses. Oh, yeah. I see it. Oh,
it's like, okay, so someone blocked you. That's not gonna, or you block somebody. Won't change anything.
Oh, absolutely. Most it does is just make you look fucking. Depending on the situation, it can make you look like a pussy if you block someone.
Mm-hmm.
Like if oh yeah, did I ever? I mean, I can give you an example. Did I ever tell you about how I got Linkara to block me?
How?
Oh, all I did was add him and just say, "So how about that Lightbringer fella?" And I just got blocked instantly.
Ouch.
All you have to do with him is mention the Lightbringer, and he just fucking blocks you instantly. It's great.
Yep.
I know one of my friends trolled Dan Slott and got blocked like immediately, so it was funny. Now, I guess then, I guess in that regard, I might as well just get to the quote-unquote main event. Hold up.
Yep.
All right.
I'm actually gonna make a commentary on this myself with a friend of mine, so be on the lookout, folks.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that to me.
Yeah. Can't hear it. Okay.
Out of college, how does that pertain to you being bullied off of YouTube? Unless you're going to connect the two, that doesn't mean shit. just for telling him no. What was the context?
Spoil. You want some spoilers?
Sure, go for it. I could use
He
a spoiler or
doesn't.
two. Huh?
He doesn't provide context.
Well, no, I know that. I thought you were going to say what the no was.
Yeah, I guess no on critiquing him.
I mean, yeah, no, if you just shoot down like criticism that immediately, don't be surprised when you get some sort of hostility back. I'm not gonna act like there haven't been criticism, a few criticisms of back when I made the whole addict review, for instance,
Yeah.
I was basically of the opinion, thankfully, outside of people misinterpreting one joke, nobody said it's like if you're gonna that's my stance with anything. If a criticism of my content is my sense of humor, I'm disregarding it. I really don't care. It's not meant for you.
Yeah.
If I'm too edgy for you, that's your prerogative. Don't watch me. Oh no, what a shocker. It's almost like you don't have any receipts for this. Actually, you know what? Let me rephrase what I just said. If you have a legitimate criticism, the way a joke is structured or something, that's one thing. If it's just the material, though, it's like nobody cares. That's like the point, sort of thing. If it makes sense, where I'd be like, okay, I'm just not. It's not a criticism I need to take into account.
Right. Oh yeah, he always does this a lot. He always puts quotes in these kind of videos.
This is just hyperbole.
Pretty much. I call this video Hyperbole the movie.
Yeah,
Or short
basically.
film.
Hold on, I must have missed something. Okay, the Lion King responses to. Yeah, there's no context for any of this. And even then, how does all of this directly relate to your beef with Ernie? Like, I get this is where it started, but not all of this is relevant. All you had to say was it stemmed from a stupid opinion you had on an old video. But, let's drag this on as long as possible. All right. Show me the email. If you're willing to mention it, you should be willing to show it. Show me the fucking email.
I mean, he was willing to put a screenshot of the video he was covering.
Yeah. Oh, Confused Matthews obsessed over the Lion King. Not the guy who fucking is out here still bitching about somebody's bad opinion on it. 8 fucking years later. I know, you're probably tired of hearing me say that, but good lord. Now
Actually,
you're just being an outright hypocrite.
Actually, the 8 years is referring to the thing with Ernie.
Actually, no, yeah, no, you're right. It's longer with this video. Okay, that's a stupid take, but whatever. But I mean, it's excessive, yes, but there's still a point to him comparing Simba and Dash repeatedly, even if it is obnoxious. Although, I mean, realistically, if you wanted to argue that, it's like, why don't you just make a character comparison video, like saying how to do this sort of character right? If you take that much issue. Good lord. Who's forcing you to respect anything? I mean, if you, I mean, I don't know if you're letting other people force you to respect someone else's opinion. I don't know. I think that says more than enough about the kind of man you are.
Yeah, this is another reason. And watch, if I ever tell him, hey, why don't you take a long break from the internet and work on yourself, then he'll take it as a personal attack.
Oh no, he'll be like, you're just trying to manipulate me. I don't have to let it go. Fucking hell. Taking a. How is he taking it away? Getting in your way. So okay. So I fucking whim, or does it kiss your ass like a fucking loser? Just your enemy. No enemy is worse than bad advice. Yes, I would agree. Which anybody who's watched this, do not listen to a word this guy says. This is how you become an obsessed, fucking pathetic individual.
All these people are rolling in their graves knowing that he's using it poorly.
Probably just apathetic.
It's like, here we go again. Does this look familiar?
Oh, here it is again. Here it is again. There it is. He said the line. Let's go. What? Hold up. You know, let me look up this term. Psychological invalidation is the term that is used to describe the act of belittling a person and making them feel less important. Sometimes it can be disregarded as a form of emotional abuse that does not take into consideration what the other person feels, thinks, or experiences. You have to make efforts to improve your relationship. Okay. That doesn't apply though.
False equivalence.
Yeah, no, it's a textbook false equivalence. It could be worse. Never said that. You shouldn't feel that way. Again, this is only abusive in a certain context. Just get over it. Yeah, no, that's abusive if you're like talking to a rape victim or not some 30-something-year-old man-child who can't let go of somebody's dumb opinion over a fucking cartoon.
He's acting like confused Matthew pointed a gun and shot at him.
No, I'm starting to think the rape analogy is accurate. He's acting like fucking confused Matthew broke in his house and pantsed him.
Yeah.
And then made him do the thug shaker. Oh, God.
Jeez. Okay, this really got me angry and annoyed.
No means no. Oh, my. That's used in the context of rapists. What?
Yeah, this is...
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Jesus.
Yeah, say that to a rape victim and you'll get your ass kicked.
I mean, yeah. Damn, even all the rape jokes I've made, I don't think that's something I'd equate to, I don't know, my inability to get over someone not agreeing with me 100%.
But all because you told...
Oh, God, he actually is going there.
Yep. It's not like Ernie is going to your house and forcing you to, like, you know...
Yeah, no, I mean, until I see the footage of Ernie just kicking down his door and beating the shit out of him, I don't think it's unless some footage like that just miraculously pops up. I don't know, man. I don't know.
False equivalence yet again. I would take a shot every time he made one, but I don't want to get plastered.
I've got some alcohol. I probably could.
Good luck. Enjoy being plastered.
Nah, I'm not that stupid. I might be on vacation, but I'm not doing that. Oh, bugged. Oh. Big words, big words, big words.
You can use it.
Wait, hold up. What did he say? You see, Your Honor, I know it was rape, but I did it for the lols. That completely justifies it. Anyway. What? Again, this is all without context. I don't know what he's talking about. Landed in. What is he talking about? Unironically, I've got no clue.
Yeah, this is what happens when you don't show context to a situation. Your new audience will get left out of the loop.
Yes, it is. Not everything is, no, that again, that's a false equivalence. You were just getting annoyed by some fucking people who were trolling you online. It's a minor inconvenience that unless you're dealing with particularly malicious people, generally speaking, you could ignore. Only terminally online people like you fucking think that's at all similar.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, somebody should just break his internet router. Might be good for him. How the fuck do you know that? When did he say that? I don't remember. I think I've seen videos of him talking about that. I've never heard him say
alert,
that.
He puts that in. There's actually is a video. He puts it at the end.
At the end.
Yeah.
Even then, though, even if that's the claimed reason, fucking, what does it fucking? Again, still not comparable. What?
What does this have to do with the whole thing with Super Godzilla 12, Ernie, and Confused Matthew?
I don't know. Why are you bringing this up? This does not pertain to what you're talking about. You're bringing this up to try and make fucking Ernie and people look as bad as possible by comparing him to people who did fucked up shit. If anyone's using manipulation tactics, it's you. It's this entire video is nothing more than a giant appeal to emotion. Stand up for yourself. No. What is it with this guy's fucking wording, trying to make him look like the victim in every possible scenario? We get it. You're a professional victim. Shut up already. I mean, if what you're doing right now, the clips I've seen of you before, I wouldn't blame them for listening to your critics. They seem to have a point. Okay, can you stop with these Instagram white girl fucking quotes? Jesus Christ. I fucking hate this shit. This is the shit you see on like the fucking on like the social media pages of like dumb thoughts who want to fucking look smarter than they actually are. Good lord. I don't know about that. Okay, I did not know this video would be that much of a chore. This is actually the first time I'm fully sitting through it. Wow. And yes, Screen, this is some shit related to fucking the Orion broadcast, who decided to rear his ugly face and restart an 8-year-old grudge with people who have all moved on with their lives. So, you know, if anyone looks more abusive right now, it's you, dude. Fucking, you're the one trying to not let people move on with their lives, if anything. Nobody, all this time passed, they didn't come after you. Not at least that you've shown. Yeah, I fucking can't with this dude. Holy shit. Okay, maybe I missed it. Does he ever explain how he got bullied out of college?
I mean, it's implied. I don't know. I think it. Well, I'm not sure, but my theory is maybe someone saw his video and bullied him out of college. Yeah, he doesn't really elaborate on that.
But that's my point. I'm like, you don't even have to go into personal details like who actually did it. All you have to do is say like what happened. Like, you know, oh, this person wouldn't leave me alone. And even then, it's like the only scenario I could see is he let somebody get under his nerve to such an extent where he left college. You probably wasted God knows how much money, but you know,
Yeah.
meh. That's a stupid quote, and it only applies in certain situations. If someone says that I hurt them because I express a stupid opinion about a piece of media they love, no, I didn't hurt them. They just can't handle people criticizing things they like.
Hold on a second.
If they're that okay, you know, fuck it. I'll be this guy. If they're that big of an issue in your life, if they block them and go about your business. You're no. Let's get something wrong. You're letting these people fucking have this much influence in your fucking life. This isn't them holding you hostage or anything. No, you just can't let it go. And it holds this much fucking importance when I have no idea why it does. I can't do much more of this. I mean, aren't you trying to have the last word by coming back all these years later to say this?
And look at this quote. Wouldn't that apply to him too?
Yeah, no. I mean, given the way you've acted throughout this video, why would anyone give you that benefit of the doubt? Especially like fucking if you say something remotely negative about you, you're gonna frame it as emotional abuse and try and make your detractors look as bad as possible. You complain about how people have made you look horrible. Look how you portray everyone you fucking talk about. You compare them to deplorable people. You frame them as emotional abusers. If anyone's a manipulator, it's you, dude. You're just not very good at it.
Yeah, and if we do ask you, you're not going to give a straight answer.
No, he's just going to do this, and it's fucking pathetic. Again, narratives. Fuck off. Just knock it off with the narratives every 5 seconds.
Well, then again, his whole YouTube career has been narratives. What are you talking about?
Fair enough. It could just be that even though, Super Funny Bros has his whole fucking history, and I really don't care enough to go into that right now. It's God, how many fucking years ago did all the shit he did take place? What, 5 years ago? Damn. I feel old. Oh well, I can't. I'm saying that you're like what? You're like 7 years older than me.
I'm 28.
Yeah, no, and I'm saying I feel old. I mean, it might have just been the fact that he was more capable to cover him than you, because you clearly can't because you get too fucking emotional. Doesn't mean he can't think you don't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
Crisis. So just, say nothing about your shitty behavior. God, I wonder what he considers a friend. If you care that much about someone's opinion on a fictional character, there's something wrong with you. Oh, good lord. He did! For fucking years! You're the one bringing this back up. You could have been long gone by now. You wouldn't have had to think about this again if you didn't fucking bring it up. But you know what? Now we're bringing it back to your doorstep. Beastly Evie! Beastly Evie!
That's been done.
That bitch has been gone for years!
I don't even know if she's on YouTube.
No, last I checked, she's been gone from the internet for ages. Why are you obsessing over these people? It's not like they're pedophiles. It's not like they're rapists. It's not like they beat up small animals. Let it go. But how does he control his friend? He did. Okay, well that quote doesn't explicitly state that that's why he sold the Star Wars license.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, it doesn't prove his point. Good fucking lord. Okay. Yeah, no shit, the video's silent. We just finished.
Yep. So, closing thoughts.
Holy fuck. Nah. I don't even think I need to say it. It's just let it go, dog.
How dare you tell me to let it go, absolute degenerate?
It's just like what fucking Eminem said to Benzino back in, what was it, 2004? Let it go, dog. It's over. It's fucking over. It's been over for years.
And what is he gonna ramble and say? Nothing is over. Nothing.
Probably. Also, Green, if you're wondering why you can't hear it, or potentially could, that's because the guy doesn't know how to balance his fucking audio.
Jeez.
He went from screaming into his mic and having it peak every 5 seconds to not even being able to hear him when you have him on full volume.
Mm-hmm.
I would have boosted his shit in Vegas, but I'm not doing his work for him. He can go fuck himself. So, yeah, no. You know what? Actually, let me DM you. Green, I'll send you in DMs. Hold up. Where is it? Okay, I sent it to Ed. Oh, shoot. Raz. No. And show that was get out of my DMs. Yeah, just watch that and you'll see what I mean. What do we got here? Huh. Oh.
All I can say is, Orion, if you happen to be watching this, well, brace yourself.
Well, I mean, fucking shit. If he wants, if he's got an issue with things that I've said, come on in. The server's linked in the description.
Come on in. The water's great.
Water's fine, bitch. All right. Anyway, I don't think there's a need to drag this on any longer, so I'm just going to end things here. Everyone who tuned in, thank you. Dan, thank you for coming on. And,
Thanks for having me.
have a good one.
Laters.